Hey friend, John MacLennan here, and in this video, you're gonna learn how to play Rocky Mountain High as recorded by John Denver on guitar. Now, of course, this is an acoustic country folk classic. I'm gonna break it down for you note for note. Now, we're gonna use a capo on the 2nd fret and also something called a drop D tuning, which I'll explain when we dive into the lesson. But before we jump in, I wanna hook you up with something right away if you're new here and haven't downloaded my fretboard guide. I want to give it to you completely for free at the link below, and this is going to show you the 5 must-know chords and scales to play in any style, anywhere on the neck. And this is a system that I use whether I'm playing a folk song like this or I'm playing little lead lines and things off of the chords. I'm thinking about this system. So you can grab your copy completely for free. Just go to johnmaclennan.com/fretboard guide or use the first link down below. All right, well, with that said, let's jump into this song. Let's break down how to play Rocky Mountain High as recorded by John Denver on guitar. Now we're going to start off with this main riff that's used as the intro, and it's actually used as part of the verse as well. Here's what it sounds like. 3 and 4 and... This is such a cool riff. Now, a couple things I want to explain here. I've got a capo on the 2nd fret. Now, before I did that, I actually was in a drop D tuning. So what that means is I took my low E string before I put the capo on, and I tuned it down to the note D, which is you're going to lower it basically like 2 frets down. Now, when you do that and then you put the capo on, you are in drop D, but we're capoed up basically here. So let me just play each string and you can make sure that your notes match these. So I'm standard tuning here with the capo on the 2nd fret, and then that low string is dropped to drop D. That's it. So the cool thing about that now is you can play a D chord where normally we would try and play this string or this chord from the 4th string down. But what we're gonna do in drop D is we can play all the strings and you get this incredible sound. It sounds like a piano or something, just a huge acoustic sound. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play this riff. Now this riff is a little bit tricky. It's kind of like a bluegrass country kind of little melody with pull-offs and hammer-ons on all these chords. So we're gonna start by hitting just the lower strings, or just you could hit the low string if you want. Then I've got this D chord, and what we're gonna do is we're really just kind of emphasizing these strings here. We're gonna go. Okay, that's the first bar. So I'm playing the lowest string, then I'm strumming down up on that D5 or D chord there. Then on the 2nd beat, we're gonna strum the chord, but you wanna hammer with your pinky from the 2nd fret there to the 4th fret on the 3rd string. And then we'll leave it down. So we'll do a hammer, then strum, strum. So far it's bass, strum, strum, hammer, strum, strum. Okay, then we take that pinky off and go back to the just good old D there. Then after that, we're gonna do this little lick. We're gonna play the open 4th string, hammer to the 4th fret, then play the 2nd fret there on the 3rd string, which is already in that chord, and then come back to that 4th fret. So lots of pinky action here. This takes like pinky training to be able to get these notes. So slowly, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a... Okay, that's if I counted out the rhythms. A lot of this is 16th note based. So in your mind, you want to be thinking 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2. Okay, that's the first bar. Then the second bar goes. start again. So this bar begins with a pull off. We're gonna play the 2nd fret of the 4th string. Then we're gonna play the open lower strings and hammer into an E minor 7. Now, you may know E minor 7 or chords like G and A just without being in drop D tuning, but now that we're in drop D tuning, we're gonna play like a G like this and an A like this for this song. So that's an E minor there, just using 2 fingers, 2nd fret, 2nd fret, then open, 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 open. Then we're gonna move that up to the 5th fret, play those lower strings, then strum the higher strings, then move it up to the 7th fret, play the lower strings, and strum the higher strings. So that's gonna go. If I counted out the rhythms, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a... So slowly with the first bar, 1 E and a... Repeat. Okay, then it just repeats over and over. So that's your main riff. Here's what it sounds like up to speed. All right, then the verse comes in. Now, the verse is primarily that main riff, but we're gonna make one little change. Let me play it for you first. Here's what it sounds like. 3, 4. Then that's going to repeat. So we've got a 4-bar section here that goes actually 4 times. So you may have noticed what I did. I played basically the main riff. Here's what I did. I played... Okay, that's the main riff. Now normally we'd go G, then to A, but what we're going to do the first time is we're going to have this little variation. We're going to go C, then to A, instead of G to A. So we're gonna play C like this, just from the 5th string down, and then A like this. Open, 2, 2, 2, open. So we're gonna go C, then to A, then we'll play the main riff without the variation. So just G, then to A. So the verse alternates. It does the main riff with that little variation of C to A, then the main riff as we played for the intro. So here's what it sounds like. C, then to A, then the main riff. G, then to A, then repeat. That's halfway there. Goes 4 times. Last time. All right, from there, we go to the chorus, and that sounds like this. Back to that main riff, okay? So what I played for the chorus here, we have a main progression of the chorus, which just goes G to A to D. Now again, normally I might play G like this, not being in drop D, but in drop D, we're actually gonna play it like this. So this is the 5th fret of the low E, then muting the 5th string, then open, open, 3. and I'm muting the 5th string and then the 1st string. You could bar the 1st string if you want, but usually I just play it like that. So then A, then D. Now the G to A, those are 2 beats each. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then D is 4 beats. 2, 3, 4. We do that again. 2, 3, 4. Then we do it a 3rd time. But on the 3rd time, we're gonna have this variation that goes. Okay, and we do this little walk up here. We're gonna start on the D, then we're gonna go to what looks like a D minor shape, but up here in 3rd position. So I'm playing 4, 5, 3 on the top 3 strings. Then move that up 2 frets, and then go to what looks like a D chord, but up here at the 7th fret. So, what an awesome sound. And you can let all that low goodness ring out underneath. Okay, and then he goes to that, which is a variation on that D shape. I'm playing 7, 8, 10. Now let's talk about strumming over this progression next. This is sort of the strumming pattern that I'm using. It's a 2-beat pattern, 1 E and a 2 E and a. It's down, up, down, up. One E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E. So it's like a 16th note, then an 8th note. 1 E and then a 16th note. So 1 E and a, then 2 E and a. Down, up, down, up. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a da 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 da. Then, okay, here we have what's called a 2-4 bar. So we're gonna go 1 E and a, or 1 E and a 2 and. So starting on the D, 1 E and a, walk up, then 1 again. So that's your 2-4 bar. 1 E and a 2 and, then 1 E and a 2 E and a. Now here you can change on the and a 2, 1 E and a 2 and to that higher chord. So 1 E and a 2 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Then live he goes 1 E and a 2 E and a 3, Rocky Mountain High. But on the recording you can just keep those 16th notes going. So 1 E and a 2 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Back to the main riff from there. So here's the whole chorus played as one piece. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now when we end, you just stay on the main riff. All right, let's jam this whole thing. We're gonna play the main riff 2 times, then we'll go into the verse, which goes 4 times, then we'll go to the chorus, and then after the chorus, we'll come back to the main riff 2 times, and then we'll end on D. Get set, and I'll count you in. 1, 2, 3, 4. The verse. Two more times on the verse. more time. And on D. Congrats on making it through this classic country folk guitar song. Now keep in mind, this is definitely more of an advanced guitar part, being able to do those hammer-ons and cool little licks and fills off of the chord. So if you're not used to playing in that style, just give yourself time and go back, rewind the video and review any parts that are unclear and just take it slow. You know, work it out part by part, just bar by bar, and then put it together. When you're ready, try and play it along with the actual recording. So jam along with John Denver. And to help you even more, before you go, make sure to download my fretboard guide at the first link down below. And this is going to show you the 5 chords and scales that I use to play in any style, anywhere on the neck. And this is a system, it's a way of thinking about the guitar that allows me to basically play in any style, and also whether I'm playing like a guitar part in a song or I'm taking a solo, I'm thinking about the guitar neck through the lens of this system. I want to give it to you completely for free. Just go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard guide or use the first link down below and you can get your free copy, just a PDF download. Before you go, leave a comment and let me know your #1 song that you would like to see me teach here next on the channel. Thanks for your support with the videos, and we'll see you real soon in another one.